Thank you for tuning in to Destini Unfiltered. Before we begin today's topic, I ask that you close your eyes and allow the tonality of my voice to elevate you as I grant you spiritual access into my thoughts, my experiences, and my teachings. I speak into existence healing over your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul, so that you may vibrate on the highest frequencies. I manifest love and light over you during this journey of truth and discovery. You are worthy of the life you desire. You are powerful in your ability to transform. You are open to receive the activations within my messages. Open your eyes and let's begin. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Destini Unfiltered. Long time no talk, long time no listen. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to speak to you. The subject is text resolution does not exist. Okay? Text resolution does not exist. What do I mean by that? I'm sure a lot of you have found yourself in situations where you and your significant other, you and a friend, you and a family member are having some type of disagreement. And the thing about text messaging, emails, and things of that nature is you can't always detect the tone of the other person. You can go by what you think, what you assume based on the characteristics of that person, but you never can truly 100% detect the tone unless you hear from that person. So it's very important that if you do have a disagreement with someone, I'm not talking about something small like what are we having for dinner, right? And then you're going back and forth about pizza, I don't know, Burger King, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm referring to something that is of importance to you, something you feel passionate about. Your disagreement or your argument from your point of view, and you're passionate about it. You want to get your point across. You want your point to be understood. And in any relationship, you also want reciprocity, meaning that not only do you want your point to be understood, you want to take the time to understand the other person's perspective as well. This cannot take place from text messaging. And you just can't do it. I can't have an argument with my husband via text message. We're not going to resolve anything. It's just going to be, and in a way, it makes it selfish for both parties, because it's just like, listen, we're not getting it. It's one thing if you have, one exchange, right? You say something, the other person says something, then you both get it. But if both parties aren't getting it, it's not going to work. If one party gets it, it's not going to work because the other person is feeling some kind of way still. You know what I mean? Whether they put their feelings to the side and just cave in, or whether they just stay mad, I don't know, but this can't happen via text message. So if you guys are in loving relationships, genuine, sincere, and loving relationships, and you want the other person to be happy, because that should be the goal, whether it's a friend, whether it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, fiance, your sister, your brother, whomever it is, someone that you hold near and dear to your heart, you want them to be happy. And you don't know that they are. You don't know that you send a message and you explain your point of view and they send you okay, or they don't respond, or whatever it is. You don't know, you're unaware of how that person feels unless you reach out to them directly. So I just want to encourage everyone to try to communicate verbally, if it's on the phone, if it's FaceTime, sometimes an audio message, if you have that capability, helps because you can hear the tone. But if you're ever in a situation and you feel like the other person is not getting it, they're not getting your perspective, maybe you understand their perspective and maybe they think that you don't, you might understand it. They think that you don't, but you can't figure it out with more text messages. You just can't do that. I've been in several scenarios to know you can't do it. A lot of people, people who know me, they know my character, and I try to be, of course, very thorough and very, I think, before I speak, I try to, look at the message, and if my message came to me, how would I react to it? I try to take all of those things into consideration. That doesn't always happen, in the heat of the moment from both parties. So if you can sense a disconnect, okay, if someone has misinterpreted something you said, or you've maybe misinterpreted something they've said to you, the resolution is a phone call, a FaceTime, video chat, whatever it is that you do, the Facebook video, I don't know, but something needs to be verbal, because the two of you need to hear the tone in one another's voice. Now, if the other party is not willing to do that, the best thing to do is just remove communication until that takes place, because all you do when you continue to text and text and text and text is things escalate and go into a place that you may not want it to go to. So I want to encourage all of you to communicate effectively. Text messaging is meant to be on my way. It's just meant to be like that, short and sweet. You know what I mean? Or I'm telling you, I can't talk right now. I'm telling you what's going on. This is crazy. Something remind me to tell you this, or whatever it is. That's what text messaging is for. Text messaging is not meant to manage relationships. That's not what it's for. I see a lot of females do that with guys. I haven't necessarily seen it with guys so much. I see it more in females. But I'm sure it occurs, with both men and women. And I just wanted to put it out there. Text messaging is not supposed to be used for resolution, okay? It's not a resolution. It's not going to fix your issue. As a matter of fact, it may escalate it into something completely different from what it could have been. Maybe a quick conversation could have just fixed whatever the scenario is. So just keep that in mind. If you, care for someone, you have love for someone, you have respect for someone, then show that, don't do the text message back and forth, because it's not going to resolve anything. So it's, in a way it can become selfish, because, with text messaging, I can say something and now I said what I need to say, and I don't have to read whatever you sent me, and vice versa. This person says whatever they want to say, and they don't have to read my response. I want to know that if I am actively seeking a resolution, that you hear my words, I'm able to hear your words, we're able to iron out any disagreements and just keep it moving. I just see too much of it, and I just want you guys to, work at that. That's not what text messaging is for. I think we've been spoiled with too many different forms of, I don't know, not even spoiled. I think there's so many other forms of communication present in this day and age that text messaging to manage your relationships is just not the way to go. Okay? So I hope that, I've given you some nuggets to think about, in your relationships. And it's okay. You have to be able to stand up to a person, if you feel like you're wrong, or you feel like you have a point and you want your point to be heard. The best way to do that is vocally. And if that person respects you, they'll listen, and whatever misunderstanding that they have, they'll reach out to you, and you have to be able to respect a person enough to hear what they have to say. The last thing you want to do is ignore each other, or stop communicating with each other verbally and then resort to just text messaging for managing relationships. Like, let's just knock that off. Okay, guys? So that's all I have, and I'm out.